In this video, we're going to convert a old pool pump, this one happens to be new from Craigslist, into a rainwater filter. We will adapt garden hose fittings. This is for filter use only. I use a submersible pump. Filters are cheap, 2 for $4. This is how I found the fittings. So I looked around and found something that fits the inside of the connector, like this cap to a brake cleaner spray can. Then I cut the old end off of the hose, and the inside of that gives me the outside diameter of this fitting. Plus, if I found something that fit the outside of this, that would give me a third option. This is what I ended up with. 1-inch PVC fitting with 1-inch pipe thread, and it fit tight. And then I just got the reducers to bring it down to a 1/2-inch faucet. Same thing for the other side, but the threads are different on the male hose adapter. I'm going to start by removing my O-rings. We need to understand that every pump is going to be different. That's why you need to find your own fittings, unless you're using the same pump. I'm going to use a hacksaw and cut this back to get rid of this plastic screen. I also cut the other side to keep things uniform. Now we need to clean out the old burrs. I used a razor knife and went around the inside edge. Try to clean out the leftover plastic debris. Using some sandpaper, rough up the inside so that the PVC primer and glue will properly adhere to the plastic. Insert fitting. This one fits pretty tight, so I'm actually going to get a heat gun and heat this up. This one, on the other hand, fits quite sloppy. I'm hoping the glue will work. Long story short, it did not. But the one I had to heat up here worked awesome, did not leak one drop. I'm just working this fitting in as far as I can so that we get a really good surface to glue to. Now we're going to cool it off a little bit with some water so it holds its form when we remove the fitting. Glue your fittings in place using PVC primer and glue. Be generous with the glue. And we will come back to the fact that this leaked, and I'll show you exactly what I did to fix that leak. I'm gonna prime up the rest of these fittings. Again, don't be shy with the glue. Now with the glue, this slid in there like a normal PVC fitting would. So the threads are not the same here, but we are going to use some glue and some pliers, and it's plastic, so it actually works great. We did not have a problem with it leaking here at all. Twist PVC fitting and make sure your valve is pointing up. Time to assemble the other side. I'm using a 1/2-inch nipple with a 1/2-inch faucet valve, so we'll throw some Teflon tape on there. This is actually the valve off my last pump that froze and cracked way open during the freeze this last winter. I thought I had it drained good, but boy was I wrong. I'm going to align my valve so that it doesn't have to hang over the edge to install a hose. 2 ways to fix the sloppy fitting: epoxy it or find something that fits tighter. I had marine 2-part epoxy laying around, so that's the route I went. I applied about 1/8 of an inch of epoxy all the way around the seam where the 2 fittings met and went past that seam about 1/2 inch on each side. Let the epoxy set up. It works great, and again, we are using a submersible pump, not the actual pool pump to pump the water. I actually cut the cord off of the pool pump itself because it didn't do any good after testing it a couple of times. Thank you for watching.